Hey, how's it going, guys? My name's Gilded. Welcome to the video. Today it's just gonna be a really chill video. I wanted to make this video a few days ago when I first saw the movie, but I got really busy. So for me, I've seen the movie about 2 days ago. I wanted to make a review on the Into the Spider-Verse movie. So don't be afraid. Yes, there will be spoilers, but not until later. I'm gonna give like a spoiler-free review. So for those of you guys who haven't seen it, there will be a timestamp in the video that'll say when spoilers are. Plus, I'll give you a warning. So when it gets to that point, hop off, go watch the movie, come back, watch the rest of the video. But without further ado, let's get into it. First off, the movie was great. It was phenomenal. So usually sequels aren't as good as the original, but I thought this one was better than the first, like Into the Spider-Verse with Miles Morales. Like, it was a great coming of age story for him. Like, I love how at the beginning of the movie, like, you know, unsure where he fits in, you know, like unsure of himself as like a Spider-Man. And then towards the end of the movie, you see all of those walls and barriers that he's broken down, and he knows where he belongs, knows what he's got to do, and he doesn't like doubt himself as Spider-Man anymore. Like, it's just great. There were so many twists, and if you didn't know, this is a two-part series, a two-part movie series. This is part one. Part two comes out next year. So go into the movie knowing that, because I had somebody sitting next to me, and when it said to be continued at the end, I heard her go, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, bro, how'd you not know that? It said part one. It's like, whatever. But it leaves off on such a bad cliffhanger. Not bad, but I mean, like, man, I cannot wait for that movie to come out. I'm super geeked. The pacing was a little slow at the beginning. Not bad slow, but it was like slower compared to the end. The end heated up so fast. That's what made it such a bad cliffhanger. I was like, bro, what? After you're doing all of this, you're gonna say to be continued? What the fuck? Another thing I loved was how many different variations of Spider-Man that we saw. I'll talk a little bit more about it later in the like spoiler review. So, if you wanna skip ahead to the spoiler review, if you've already seen it, go ahead by any means, because you. But yeah, the story of this movie was great. Overall, really enjoyed it. Everyone's on social media like, oh, which one do you like better? Tom Holland, Andrew Garfield, or Miles Morales? And I'm like, bro, it's not even fair. Like, one's animated, one's real life. I was like, damn. I don't know. It's hard to choose because that movie was up there. It was really good. But as far as non-spoilers go, kind of all I got. Pretty cut and dry. This is your chance to leave now if you haven't watched it. Go watch it. I highly recommend it. Come back, chill with me, see what I have to say. I would love to hear what you guys have to say in the comment section below. How did you guys enjoy the movie? What was your favorite part? Stuff like that. So without further ado, we're gonna go into spoilers now. Bruh, that movie was gas. It was gas. I love Miguel O'Hara. I love the 2099 Spider-Man. I don't know, I didn't know that much lore. So when I saw the vampire things, I'm like, bro, what the fuck? I gotta go look at lore. I was like, wait, since when does he have vampire fangs? I didn't know that. That was crazy to me. By the way, I'm eating like fruit snacks, so don't judge me. I'm hungry. But yeah, that was crazy. Getting to start off as Gwen for a little bit and seeing her backstory, and then kind of build into the story. Like, she kind of said the ending of the movie at the beginning, which wasn't bad. Something I'm not used to, but it was pretty refreshing getting to see her side of things. And then having Miguel come in, kind of recruit her, kind of not, kind of just was like, "Kitty, here you go." But then getting to see her and Miles spend more time together and, you know, see a relationship blossom there or want to blossom, but it was nice. I, for one, them too. Sure, everyone else does too. But another thing I loved was how much they tied in the actual like real life adaptations of Spider-Man into the movie. Like we saw a lot of like scenes from the original Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire, the Andrew Garfield. I don't know if I particularly saw any from Tom Holland. I could have just missed it. There was a lot going on, trust me, it was a lot. But I like the story. It's so crazy, and like all of these Spider-Men are like, you know, connected with this thread of like canon events. That's what they called it. And the fact that their friends dying and their loved ones dying are canon events are fucked. Like every Spider-Man has to go through that to be able to call themselves Spider-Man. And like afterwards, I'm glad I'm recording this afterwards, because now I've seen some stuff on social media and I'm like, holy crap, this story is just like, Miguel O'Hara tells Miles that he's an anomaly. He was never supposed to be Spider-Man. And I'm sitting here like, hey, was what? So what had happened was, in his nemesis, the Dot, I'm pretty sure, or the Spot, is it the Spot or the Dot? I can't remember. Anyways, he tells him, you weren't supposed to be Spider-Man. I was part of the reason you became Spider-Man. I created you, you created me. And I kind of didn't understand that at first. Like, I was like, all right. And then he's like, he explains it and he's like, we warped the spider here from a different, you know, dimension, a different Earth. And he's like, you were never supposed to be Spider-Man. So what had happened and what I saw on social media blew my mind. So later on in the movie, we find out that Miles on Earth 42, where the spider originally is from, is now the Prowler. Which is fucking crazy because there's no Spider-Man over there. And then it all makes sense. There's no Spider-Man over there because Miles in Earth 42 was supposed to get bitten by that spider, become Spider-Man there. But since it got teleported away, there's no Spider-Man. So he became the Prowler. And a cool, interesting fact that a lot of people showed is when Peter originally saw Miles, to get a sense, get a feel of what kind of person he was, the colors that showed up around Miles were purple and green, which is the Prowler. And then they quickly switched to Spider-Man colors, showing that the timeline had changed. And because of that, Miguel says that Peter had to die because there's usually only one Spider-Man per universe. So he was saying if Miles never got bitten, that Peter would have been able to shut off the super collider and he would never have died. But since Miles was there, since Miles became Spider-Man as well in that universe, that Peter had to die, which I thought was pretty fucked. Like, I would feel horrible. But like, there was just so much nuance to this story, and it was crazy, the twists and turns you were gonna get. Like him turning out to be the Prowler, everyone in the movie theater was like, what the fuck? Because we all thought it was gonna be Aaron again because he was making it sound like he was the Prowler. It was nuts. And more on what I was saying earlier, how, like, you know, it's his coming of age story, like all of his doubts of himself are shattered. I love when he got home. He didn't actually go home, he went to the wrong Earth. But once he escaped the Spider-Verse, he tells his mom, yeah, there were a bunch of people there that tried to stop me. I beat them all. I was like, damn. Like, he no longer doubts himself. He knows he's that guy. He's like, I can hang with the best of the Spider-Men. He's like, I'm good. He's like, I'll fix whatever I gotta fix. He's like, I'll make sure my dad doesn't die. And I was like, damn, okay. I'm wondering if every Spider-Man has to have two people die, because it didn't make sense. Like, a lot of them had their friends die and that was their tragic thing. A lot of them had the captain of the precinct die because it was a close friend. Well, Gwen's dad was the captain, so I'm like, was he supposed to die too? But now since he quit, I'm like, I don't know. All I know is Peter died in her universe because he was the lizard. And I was like, bro, what the fuck? I was like, okay. The whole movie was just nuts. Favorite character by far, though, I love Miguel O'Hara. Like, I get that he's fucked up, get that he's been through some shit, so I'm like, all right, I'll give you a pass. Kind of nuts, but I'm like, cool as fuck. Bro, you need to do leg day. He's so top heavy. It's crazy. He needs to get some legs in. Yeah, that's it for the review. I didn't want to take up too much time. I was already kind of rambling, kind of nonsense, but like that movie was great. I love it. I cannot wait to see the next one. That's what I forgot to talk about. The fucking cliffhanger, bro. Like when we found out he's on the wrong universe and Gwen found a way back to his universe because Hobie gave her his like thing when he quit. I was like, bruh. And then she assembles a team to go find him. And it's the team of like pretty much the original cast of the first movie, except for, I didn't see the pig there. I might've been wrong. And then the Indian Spider-Man was there. I can't remember his name, don't judge me. But yeah, that team, when I saw the team, we saw them on the rooftop about to go in, about to go save Miles. And then it said to be continued. We were all like, fuck. And I saw a meme on Instagram and it was Peter like throwing his TV across the room. He's like, I want it now. When you find out that it's next year, you have to wait a whole year. That was me. I cannot wait for this next movie. Like, it's gonna be crazy. I want to see him not only defeat his arch enemy, Spot, but I want to see him defeat Miguel O'Hara, bro. I mean, he kind of got him off of him to escape, and like that was a W. Nah, I want to see him beat Miguel O'Hara, beat Miguel. Like, not escape. I want him to beat him. I want him to know he's that guy for sure. But man, if I had to rate it out of 10, 9.5. I reserved 10 for like the gem of movies, man. It's like, if I wasn't that, like, if I didn't hold 10 as such a high esteem, I would say it was 10. Like, it was really fucking good. The music, A1. It's always good in Miles Morales movies. Like, the music is always freaking great, especially the credits, the end credits. Love that song. But yeah, that's it for me. If you guys like the video, make sure to hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new here. Help me to get 200 subscribers. But if you guys aren't new here, make sure you guys hit the bell icon so you guys get notified for any future uploads. Other than that, guys, drop a comment down below. Let me know what you thought of the movie. Let me know what your favorite part is and what's your favorite Spider-Man. Other than that, guys, have a wonderful day. See you guys later. Peace.